known as Cook. Josh McCullum's got it. He goes short towards our commentary position. But Mundoora got hold of the footy. Working hard there for big drive. He could be caught holding the ball. No, the third one holding the ball. The umpire, as McCain said, will come in and throw it up. Grimes and Bowman. The Louis flag gets the tap just. Comes towards young Slade. Onto the left boot. Kicked it high. Nobody gets control of the footy. It bounces in front of the pack. Coming through there was the Orroroo flag. And it was Nick Hobbs. He was picked his first for the afternoon, I reckon. Yes, it was. Nick Hobbs was picked his first. Number 14 for the Roos. Off the ground. Pretty happy about that. And Orroroo take first blood at about the 1.5 minute mark. Fantastic footy there. Got it in quick. Off the ground through to Nick Hobbs' first goal. Will that be one of the this afternoon?
behind me, dum dum.
Oh, well done. Good play there by Patnacar. He just turned around the corner. Beautiful mark there. Good mark by Pomps. Already scored the only goal for the Roos. And why would he want to pass it off? Kicking from 40 metres out, side angle. Out to man commentary position. Good play again with Pomps. Preliminary final kick 7 last week. 7 late. Oh, really easy win over BMW there. There he comes. Here Pomps. A good view of this. He plays 10 minutes this first term. The Roos will hit the front if he can put it through. Gets it to the right, that's where he ran. Your coaches used to tell you, children, you run that way, that's where you'll pick at a minor score the next one. He's got 1-1. We've played 10 and a half minutes of this first quarter. 1-3-9. The Eagles, the Roos are 1-1-7.
Great contest here at Christopher Oval. Conditions perfect, crowd perfect, nipple going on, and it's a lovely day here at Crystal Brook. Not much wind to talk about, so about the screen. When you get a chance to look at the screen, there's a 2-point margin in favour of the Eagles. No real clear advantage as far as the wins go.
short. That's in all position. Down there in Domenico that he travelled up from Adelaide with probably. Gets it over the top towards Tommy Reid, but he turns the ball over. Broughton Mundoora bringing it out towards our commentary position. Nearly out of bounds, is it? No, there was the player in Mitch Gordon, Pecky, as they call him. And they call him probably Major Saw. Up he comes from Employment K. Big drive. And McCarthy gets it down. Over the ball there, beautifully done. As Benny Reid moved out the footy. Man Peter could play a bit undisciplined there, but it cost him a shot on goal. He's a big, strong fella too. I think he's got one as well though. He's holding the back of the head. He got one and he gave one back. There you go. And the other one Benny Reid works away in the mines, but he's home for this important grand final. Goes in on for Nick Ponce. He sets himself, can't get over the footy, round the corner, good looking football from England, and the young fella's got the room second, at the time, important goals, goal for goal here, that's a great footy,
He started well with Carthy.
Oh, he has. He's providing the options. Around the score. Terrible. Maybe centre half back now for the Broughton Mundoora side. He thought he could get it. Comes away of Tommy Moten. Tommy Moten gives it to Declan Duffy, puts it in the hot spot. Up they go. Able to get it. Comes from Nick Holmes, but he's over the boundary line before he can get the footy. And we've played 16 minutes, 3-1 in the Roos. Broughton Mundoora 1-3-9.
First row of the car park, hopefully from the boundary line. Had about the boundary up Old Crowley, left-hand side point post. Orroroo 3-1-19, led by 10 points. Broughton Mundoora 1 goal 9.
had 2 or 3 metres on him, I grabbed him on the boundary, turned around and just up and smashed him in the head, trying to handball it like 20 metres back off his head. Sucked it up, trying to get it. Everyone on the boundary is giving me more shit about trying to punch in the head. And I'm like, hit the ball. Yeah, they snuck it in yesterday morning. Really? Yeah, it was supposed to go. Yeah, I was going to get to the field. I'm supposed to be here. Yeah, I'll buy a ticket online. Really?
Thomas Whelan, good mark, I think, and he's got it. Goes inboard now. teammate. Good work on that. Good pressure over the spin. 25 metres over the mark. So the coach will get it right and get some work on.
That's me, you went wrong.
Outside.
Not even. Wait, you wait till you see the middle.
Oh, you're telling me that. Okay,
Have you seen him?
No, but that's...
We used to be best mates. No. We used to be best mates. I should get trained from you. I used to think, oh my goodness, my nipples on the sides were fucking low. Oh, my nipples must be fucking fine. They must be like
3 goal 2, excuse me. Good man.
So we'll have a look at that. But Domenico, a great tackle to be rewarded the free kick. And we'll have young Bowman coming in off the bench while Domenico go and sorts out the blood roll. Not sure what the rolling is there. Who has the shot on goal now? Looks like Bowman's going to take the ball. Distance certainly won't be a problem with Bowman's left leg. Domenico's got a bit of claret coming from his snout. Bowman, smack bang in front, going to be kicking from around 45 metres. Always got a nice kick. Don't want to put the mockers on him. Orroroo put on their fourth. Lovely kick by Bowman. That takes the score to 4 goals, 26. 16-point margin in favour of Orroroo here at the 3-minute mark of the second term of the Northern Areas Football Association Grand Final.
I missed a goal kick in the first quarter, Chuggy, so I can't even keep up after 25 minutes. Anyway, I'll get that directly. Righto, she'll go back to the centre, and the Roos have started well, haven't they? 6 scoring shots to 5, but they've been accurate. As Chuggy said, just over 3 minutes. Up they come again, the big fellas fly. 4-2-26 plays 1-4-10. Comes down towards that player in Bennett again, he's done well. Good play there though by the player for Broughton Mundoora and Freya. Freya got it and found the player in Dylan Hewitt. Well done. And he wanted to pass off. Full forward. Played against his Chucky and me. We played against young Scrooge, didn't we? Yep. Anyway, that's his son with that beautiful mop of hair. He's going to kick from right on 50, if not just outside it, so we'll see how good he is. Dylan Hewitt comes in. They need it, don't they, Broughton Mundoora? Oh, he's kicked into the man on the mark. Well done, Damien Ellery. Comes down now towards the player in Jack Dickerson for Broughton Mundoora. He's tackled and he's caught. Holding the ball, yes. And the little fella in Tommy Moten has had a bit of influence on the game. Will get hold of the footy. The player back there was Jack Dickerson. He didn't realise what had happened, but he's caught holding the ball, and Tommy Moten will get hold of the footy. Comes wide towards our commentary position. Damien Ellery's in front. Dylan Hewitt at the back. Can't get hold of the footy. Comes towards Bowley. He can't get hold of it. Beautiful work. Damon gets hold of the footy. Works hard towards full forward. Up they go. Good mark, was it? Not paid. Henry Slade's there for the Roos. Defending stoutly. Oh, well done. Beautiful play there by Lockie Dolling. Fires on that southern goal and he's put it through. A goal out of nowhere by Lockie Dolling for Broughton Mundoora. And that'll get their second. They move to 2 goals 4. That's 16. 10 points behind Orroroo. 4-2-26. 5 minutes in this second quarter. Well, sort of came out of nowhere. But Broughton Mundoora got the goal, and that's the main thing. Back in the centre. It'll be umpire Hennis this time. Big Grimes and Bowman. They're both bits of bulls at gates, aren't they? Up they go. We've played 5 minutes. Up she goes. Big Grimes up high. Nobody really gets a decisive tap. Comes towards Kane Bowley. He can't get it. JJ Nicholas did well, but the clearance comes out to Freo, was it? Goes up towards Allen. Allen front position for the Eagles. Can't get it in. Oh, Liam O'Day put the head over the ball. Wasn't paid a free kick, but I think he might have hurt himself. Stacks on the mill once again. The umpires no alternative but to come in. Gee whiz, pretty willing. Liam O'Day put his head over the ball. That's what you got to do in grand finals. Last man up, as you saw. Up she goes again. Grimes this time. Good little tap. Down towards his teammate. Couldn't get hold of the footy. Here's Darren Hughes. Quick little handball to Liam O'Day. Comes around right in front of our commentary position. Hard of the footy is Reid. Reid gets left-handed handball. That was Benny Reid on this occasion. Comes towards Jack Dickerson though. He goes towards Bowley of the Kane variety. Goes forward now towards that hot spot. Working hard, Ellery back there also. Biley got a beautiful tap on it. Here's Allen running onto it to the Eagles. Handball to nobody. Comes to the Roos to Hughes. Hughes to Duffy. He turns the ball over as well to Callis Freya. Goes in towards the pocket. Eagles leading. Can't get hold of the footy though. That player back there was Matty Hayes. They work hard, the defence. Here's Matty Hayes. Picks it up. Goes towards the hot spot. Over the...
Yeah, good goal.
Yes, he's done it. A quick goal again. And it's another one to Lockie Dolling. Second in a row, and he's got the goal, and the Broughton Mundoora hit back with another goal.
Okay, ball makes its way back to the centre
there.
now. Good piece of work by Broughton. Close contest, 4 points the margin currently in favour of the Orroroo side.
4-2-26, 3-4-22.
Ball makes its way back to the centre. Boundary umpires, I reckon that might be boundary umpire Clark. Gets the ball to umpires Hennis and McKay. Northern Areas umpire for the grand final here. Crystal Brook Oval, great contest, 4 points the margin in favour of Orroroo. Ball goes skyward. Bowman goes up against Grimes. Grimes taps it down. Nice work to get it towards Bowley. Bowley lost the handle on it. Grimes goes back to fix the problem. Jumps on top of it, people jump on top of him, and Hennis throws the ball skyward again. Bowman, good use of the body to get Grimes out the way, taps the ball, but once again ends up on the ground. Handballed back to Bowman. Bowman swings it on the left straight away, goes down towards the half-forward line. Nice contest there by McCarthy. The ball hits the ground. Once again, players can jump on top of it, and we'll have the ump come in to throw the ball skyward again.
Up she goes now. Grimes works his way to the front, gets a tap. Comes to nobody. Oh, trying to kick off the ground there was Kane Bowley. And the Orroroo boys jump on it. And once again it hits the deck. And the umpire Hennis will have to come in and throw it skyward again. Bowman and Grimes. They both... Oh, Bowman took a good kick to... handball, to Slade. Slade over with a little broken Tom Moten. Tackled beautifully and he's caught holding the ball. Good tackle back there by the Broughton Mundoora player. Fantastic tackle and got just rewards. He goes towards centre wing. Towards the player in Hewitt. Couldn't quite get hold of the footy. There's big Damien Ellery over the back. Now comes towards Dill Melanco. He's back on the go. Towards JJ Nicholas. Gets it down. There's Dignan. That's Ollie Dignan. Gets hold of the footy. No, he can't control it. Oh, well done, Broughton Mundoora. They'll bring it out. There's McCullum back there. Also Mitch Bowley. He gets it, but it goes straight to the Roos opposition player. And he'll grab hold of the footy and reset.
Half-forward line for Orroroo. 4 points the margin in favour of Orroroo. 9-minute mark of the second term. Ball goes down forward line, gets towards that. Oh, Hobbs takes an absolute... No, he's got one hand to it. It's hit the defender in the back of the head. Gets up straight away. We might have to do a concussion test, Freddie. Nice piece of work there for the Broughton Mundoora half-back line to clear the ball out. Goes down the far side wing. Orroroo looks like they're going to lead in the chase of the ball with Bowman, but the boundary line beats them all. Gee, Homps was almost going for frequent fly points there, Freddie.
Could have told us to score at York Peninsula, couldn't he? It was that high.
Ball gets thrown in. Grimes versus Bowman. Oh, great tap by Grimes. Straight down to the throat of the Broughton player. And nice work by Dylan. Leading forward. Ends up. Nice piece of space. Nice piece of leading. Nice piece of football. Great work by Dickinson. See the leading player there in Will Hurt, who's the leading goal kicker in Northern Areas this year. Not bad for a bloke who plays around centre half forward, Freddie, as we've already mentioned this afternoon.
And that was Callis Freya that got the initial kick out the centre. He's really playing well so far.
Ball's in the hands of Will Hewitt. Kicked something like 70 goals, didn't he, Freddie?
70 exactly.
45-degree angle, if that. Kicking from 48 metres. That's a lovely looking kick, but the wind's got a slight hold of it and it's gone hooking towards the left-hand side point post. Defensive work by Orroroo to tap it over the line for a minor score. Takes the margin back to 3 points in favour of Orroroo. We've got a bit of kids playing with the rubbish in the background that we'll try and get to quiet down in a minute. It's in the effects mic. Nice work by Orroroo to get it out towards the half-back line. Mark's been paid, has it? The umpire comes over and says, let's have a look. We're not going to pay the mark, but we'll pay no chance to get rid of it and throw the ball skyward. McKay, the umpire, throws the ball up. Good piece of work again by the ruckman to get the ball to the hands of the Broughton Rover. Nice work there by Dickinson. He handballs, but the person who was handballing wasn't looking. It's ended up in the defence of Orroroo. And I reckon that might be Bowman, the last person to get up, hand the ball to the umpire again, and the ball goes skyward. Probably about 20, 25 players around the ball at the moment. Grimes gets another tap. I think that's Freer. Good roving there again. Grabs the ball, and Allo Bowman's hurt his shoulder. As soon as he went down for that tackle, Freddie, he's grabbed his shoulder and he looks like he's coming off. He knew what was wrong straight away, and Bowman makes his way off the ground. Big blow for Orroroo if he's done some major damage. Orroroo has the possession of the ball over the far side wing. Reed gets the ball down to the half-forward line, looking for the 50-metre arc and Homsch. Bowman comes off the ground and he's in a lot of pain with that left shoulder by the look of it. Homsch is over there and he's got a lot of pain because of two Broughton players tackling him at one time, and the ball is going to be thrown up. No chance to get rid of it, and it goes up on the 50-metre arc. Orroroo, good piece of work, clearing ball. Orroroo player indignant. He's hip and shouldered out the way in the marking contest. Good piece of work there by Whelan. Whelan for Broughton. Series of handballs ends up with Dickinson. Dickinson clearing ball, kicking out towards the clubhouse here at the Crystal Brook Oval. It looks like the boundary line's going to beat all players, including Nick Hewitt. And we'll have another ball in half-forward line for the Orroroo Roos.
3 points of difference. Roos in front. 12 minutes gone in this second term. Northern Area's grand final. Up they go again. Once again, it's Catford now because Bowman's come off with that sore shoulder, as you heard. Chooky, here's Freer again. Beautiful hands. Beautifully done out to his teammate. Goes long. That player there was Mitch Rao, Comes to Dylan Hewitt, gets control of the footy, goes beautiful kick. What a magnificent kick, and magnificent play by every player for Broughton Mundoora then. Hello, we see somebody coming off as well, but it doesn't matter because that player down there in Matty Hayes has got hold of the footy again. He's a dangerous player.
Flash Gordon's the player that's come off.
Righto.
I know you don't like me calling him Flash.
It's Hecky, but anyway. That's right, here's Matty Hayes. Kicked one behind. Can he add to a major and put him in front? I don't know whether he can. No, he's missed it to the right-hand side. That's his second minor score for the afternoon.
Great composure by Dylan Hewitt to look inboard and get Matty Hayes there on the...
It was.
Yeah,
and
very
that's
good play.
Unselfish, wasn't it? His big Darcy shoot for the Roos, kicking out. 2 points of difference now, second quarter. About 13.5 minutes gone. Here's Callis Freer again. Handballs to big Grimes. He did well to Kane Bowley. Kane Bowley back to Freer.
Yeah, good handball.
He's going well. Out to Whelan. Whelan now for the Eagles. Oh, he got one very high. Darren Hughes. Oh, look at that anyway. Big Dylan Everett. Talking absolute screamer.
Does that count as a mark if there was a free
kick
beforehand?
Yeah, we'll count it. Paul Oborn caught it beautifully on camera. And what a magnificent leap. Eyes on the ball, and he took the footy. And now, can he actually finish off and kick a goal, Chooky?
No doubt about it. Dylan Hewitt's had a bit of a purple patch here. We've been having a few issues, and hopefully we'll fix the issues by half-time. But there was no issues with that mark by Dylan Hewitt. 48 metres, the boot. He's confident, he's happy, and Broughton have hit the front. Broughton hit the lead. They take a 4-point margin. It's the 15-minute mark of the second term, and Dylan Hewitt, not only the captain, but I tell you what, that's the mark of the day, and a very good, lovely straight kick from 48 metres. Lovely work, Freddie, and once again, bit of a after-disposal free kick, but what a fantastic mark.
Yep, magnificent. So we'll have to pay that in the stats, wouldn't you? If you were doing it, that's for sure.
Well, if you and I took the mark, we'd certainly pay it.
Yeah, right, yeah. I don't think that would have ever happened, Chooky. I got up high once and saw somebody's kneecap. Anyway, Wyatt comes down from the bounce in again. Working hard, both players there for the Roos. And Mitch Rao for the Eagles. Callis Freer's in there again. He's starting to create a bit of play, isn't he? Big Grimes. Andrew Catford's got it on him now, hasn't he? Here's Kane Bowley. Goes towards centre half forward. Liam O'Day gets hold of the footy. Could have been taken without it. No. The umpire says we'll ball it up. Righto, let's see. Right on that 50-metre line. The 15-minute mark. Let's see what can happen. Liam O'Day's been the bottom of the pack a couple of times. Here's William Hewitt up in the ruck. Here's Kane Bowley once again. Gets his hand on the footy but can't get away with it. Well tackled by Liam O'Day once again. And it'll go up
well so far,
once
Freddie.
again. They certainly have, Chooky. Up she goes. William Hewitt and Catford. Hewitt gets it off the bat. Comes towards the hot spot. Orroroo's in the best position. Broughton Mundoora stay down. Taken high, was he? No. The umpire said we'll ball it up.
4 points the margin in favour of Broughton Mundoora here at the Crystal Brook Oval. 16-minute mark of the second term. Fantastic day. No wind really to talk about. From left to right of screen, there's no huge advantage. Nice piece of work, ruck work. No advantage to either player, but it's going to be going out towards the far side wing. The player there in Ireland leads in the chase of the ball for Broughton and McCarthy for Orroroo, but the boundary line beats them both. And the boundary umpire over there will throw the ball skyward. Throws it in over the far side wing. Lockie Dolling makes his way back onto the ground from the interchange bench. Once again, no advantage in the ruck to any players. I think it might be Catford for Orroroo, grab the ball. He's tackled straight away. And the umpire comes in to throw the ball skyward again. Up it goes. Once again, gathering of 15 players or so over there, so not a lot of action. Grimes gets a boot to it. No real clearance there. Nice work by the players there in Orroroo. Series of a couple of handballs. Delmerco gets the ball. Handballs to Reid. Ben Reid swings around on the left. Goes down towards the forward line looking for Hobbs. Hobbs, she's up again. Taps it to ground. Good piece of work. Does his own roving. Picks up the ball. Nice piece of work. It's still in the 50-metre arc. Orroroo player gets a handle on it. Handballs out towards the scoreboard. Once again, great defensive pressure by Broughton. Nice work by Broughton to tap the ball further out. Holding free wasn't given, and a bit of a soccer off the ground from the half-back line of Broughton out towards the player there in Freya. Nice work there. Broughton players outnumber the Orroroo players, but it doesn't matter. It's gone over the boundary line. Over on the far side wing, and we'll have a ball in. Another great crowd here at a grand final of Northern Areas Footy Association at Crystal Brook. The ball goes in. Grimes gets the tap. Once again, no real clear advantage. Hits the ground, and players jump on the top of it. Nice work again by all players not to get too much advanced as far as the ball getting off the ground. And the umpire will come in and throw the ball skyward again. Up it goes. Ash McKay throws it up. Grimes, good use of the body, but he used his body too much and was out of the way of the ball and couldn't tap it. Ball makes its way down to the half-forward line for Broughton, and good defensive mark there by the player there in Slade. Slade goes inboard looking for Dignan. Young Dignan, good mark. Good contested ball. Young Jed Dignan, he looks at his options. Most of his options are pretty well covered, so he's taking his time, kicks out towards the grandstand side. Both players hanging on a half-forward line. Moten's being held, so's Bowley, both of them being held. Umpire said play on. There's a soccering free kick for in danger. Nice piece of work by Dolling. Lovely half volley pick up from his shoelaces. Handballs off. Nice work down towards the half-forward line for Broughton. Good use of the body by Biley. Good defensive work. Kicks down towards McCarthy. McCullum, handballs. No one in particular. Orroroo players outnumbering the Broughton players there. Handball out towards O'Day. O'Day, little chip kick, but it's going to be cut off. Nice defensive work there by Damon. Damon for Port Broughton on the half-back line for Broughton.
Matt Damon, we'll call him, will we, Matt?
Yeah, we will.
He's a rock star. He goes inboard now. But, beautiful long kick there by Whelan. Looking for William Hewitt. Can't quite... Oh, yes, he can mark it, can he? The umpire said hanging on to the arms. And Will Hewitt will get it. Chopping in the arms. William Hewitt goes on quickly with it, looking up forward. Beautiful kick and a beautiful mark. Matty Hayes, once again, is creating a bit of turmoil down there for the Orroroo defence. He's had 2 or 3 shots on goals. He's only kicked those 2 minor scores. Can now Matty Hayes put one through and get his name in the paper on Monday? Let's see what happens.
Oh, he might even get it in the Sunday Mail.
Well, he might, yeah. Do we still get the Sunday Mail? We do, that's right. Yep. Righto, Matty Hayes, it's surely he can put this one through. He's had a couple of practice shots. They got the confidence going, the Broughton Mundoora boys. And he comes. He's come back beautifully. Have a look at that. You can see that on the camera work. And Matty Hayes has put his first on the board. 1 goal, 2 for the afternoon. But more importantly, he's kicked Broughton Mundoora's 5th, is it? Yep. 5 goals, 6, 36. Plays 4 goals, 2, 26. 10 points to the Eagles at the 20-minute mark of this second term.
Great quality game, as you'd expect, grand final Northern Areas footy. The grandstand's packed. The crowd is very COVID conscious. A lot of COVID marshals. The new normal, Freddie. It's the new normal. As I think the the boundary umpires have had to go into a different suburb to go and get that ball. They've just are making their way back here now.
South Crystal Brook.
Yeah, yes. Ball makes its way back to umpire Hennis. Shane Hennis doing a good job as Northern Area's umpire. They have a 2-umpire system here, of course, Ash McKay being the other umpire. Makes its way back to the centre. Hennis gets the ball, throws it skyward. Grimes up against Catford. Grimes gets the tap, but once again ends up in the hands of the player there in Roberts, who's in the centre. Gets a handball, but it tripped. The player in Orroroo is Hughes, who's been tripped accidentally. And the free kick in result has been given. Hughes kicks the ball down towards the half-forward line. Nice piece of work there to get it down towards McCarthy, who was very busy in the first quarter. Swings around on his left looking for Ollie Dignan. Ollie Dignan has a bit of a kick, doesn't go very far, but it's still in the hands of the Orroroo players. Looks for Jed Dignan, and good piece of work there by Mitch Bowley. And Mitch Bowley takes a defensive mark 20 metres out from the Orroroo goal. Plays on straight away, going out towards the scoreboard side. Little chip kick. Nice work and nice skills being shown there. Over on the far side. Good piece of work there to chip the ball in. Very confusing when you've got the volume of something else going on in the background, but we'll try and keep on with it. On the half-back line for Broughton, Mundoora goes down towards the wing. Players being held, and the umpire's seen it that way. Good umpiring. That player was Allen. He was held on in the contest of the marking contest, and the ball made its way down to the Broughton forward line, but it was called back. No advantage, and we'll get back into action with Allen. Chipping in towards the half-forward line. Nice work looking for and finding the player there. I think that might be Roberts there. Half-forward line. Handball, which is an absolute shocker looking for the player there, but still plenty of time to get up and get the ball down towards the player on the half-forward line for Broughton. Over on the 50-metre arc. I think that was Nick Hewitt over on that far side. Freddie Freeman doing a great job with special comments and commentary for us here today, and really enjoying the coverage. Getting down, and hope you are as well. Ball goes down deep in the forward line, but good work to cut it off. Ends up in the hands of Orroroo defenders, and Jed Dignan swings around. It wasn't Dignan, it was Slade. Gets to Dignan. I knew it wasn't Dignan that kicked it, because it was Dignan that marked it, Freddie. But Jed Dignan looks for his options once again. Decides to go down the line. Goes over the top of his brother's head looking for Homsch, and the ball's been forced out of bounds, and we'll have a ball in.
Right in front of our commentary position, or just to the left, in front of the Orroroo interchange bench, we see Will Bennett replacing Ben Reid on the field. Ben umpire puts it in. Once again, it's Catford and Grimes. Comes towards Kane Bowley. Young Henry Slade's in there as well for the Roos. Play on. Here's Callis Freya. Beautiful handball over the top to Dolling. Dolling a quick kick around the body towards centre half forward. Oh, William Hewitt. Oh, bad. Beautifully done, though, by Nick Hewitt, the coach. He parried, got it around, over to Dylan Hewitt. Dylan Hewitt fires on that goal, and he's put it through. Another one for the Broughton Mundoora Eagles. A second one to Dylan Hewitt. And another goal to Broughton Mundoora, have done extremely well. And, well, that was good play. The coach got hold of it, Nick Hewitt. 5-6. What do we got the score there? Is it 4? It's 6-6-42. Broughton Mundoora leads Orroroo 4-2-26. We've played 23 minutes of this second term. Great play by Broughton Mundoora. Gee whiz, they move the ball pretty quick. Callis Freya having an influence in the centre. Well done by the coach down there. Playing coach, of course, Nick Hewitt. Back in the centre once again. Now Bowman, he's made a miraculous recovery. He's on. Strapped the shoulder, and he's into it. Up it goes. Him and Grimes. Bowman gets it down. Did well. Came towards the player there for Broughton Mundoora in Strath Roberts. Got hold of the footy. Got tackled well. But brought to ground. Henry Slade was a tackler for the Roos. And it'll be another ball up.
Ball
Grimes.
goes up with Grimes. Sorry, Freddie.
Go.
Ball goes up with Grimes and Bowman. Once again, no real clear advantage. Hits the ground after the rucking contest. Players jump on that ball, and the umpire will come in to throw the ball up again. Currently a 16-point margin in favour of the Eagles. Ball goes skyward. Nice piece of work by Grimes. I like the way he's been rucking, but it hasn't really gone to advantage. Each time he's tapped, it ends up in the hands of Jed Dignan. Jed Dignan tackled by Crane. Dignan hands the ball. The umpire will have the ball skyward again in the middle of the ground. Up it goes, down it goes. Grimes, good use of the body to get the tap down. Once again, plenty of players there, so no real opportunity to get space. And we'll see the umpire come in to throw the ball up again.
Up she comes, big Grimes. Oh, Bowman just throwing him out the way, and that'll be a free kick. Don't know what he thought, but anyway, Grimes will come up with a free kick right in that centre circle. Bowman fired up a bit because he had 5 minutes getting that shoulder strap off the field. Here he comes, big Grimes. Angry looking man, I reckon, if you saw him in a dark alley. But anyway, up he comes. Up towards William Hewitt. Gets it down. Good little handball over the top. Comes back to Will Hewitt from Nick Hewitt. And it's holding the ball on this occasion.
I don't think it needs to be a dark alley, Freddie. It could be a light alley as well, I reckon.
Fair enough. John Biley, one of the veterans, got him caught holding the ball. And he comes as far as the Broughton player.
Well done.
Here's Bowman coming through right on that siren. And that's half-time in the Northern Area's grand final. 25 and a half minutes a quarter went for. Broughton Mundoora got the ascendancy in that quarter. Broughton Mundoora have kicked 5 goals, 2 to just 1 goal. So there you go, 5-2 to 1 goal in that second quarter. Broughton Mundoora take the ascendancy. 6-6-42, they lead the Roos 4-2-26.
Freddie.
Better players, Broughton Mundoora in front. Callisbury has done well, I thought. Matty Hayes, 1 goal, 2, but really provided a focal point. Big Grimes in the ruck. Josh McCullum down back, known as Coop. He's gone well, and the 2 bowlies have played all right. For the Roos, Darren Hughes had his moments. Declan Duffy had a good first quarter. Luke Bowman injured his shoulder, but came back on, and he's going well in the ruck. Young Henry Slade had a ripper of a first half, and Will Bennett did a few things as well. Back in the centre.
Up it goes to start the third term. 16 points the margin in favour of Broughton Mundoora. Good piece of work there by, I think that was Bowley, I reckon, that had the ball. Got the handball away, but no real advantage. Heading towards the player there in Rowett, but he couldn't get a handle on it. The ball goes skyward. Once again, great use of the body by Grimes against Bowman. Bowman dives on it like a rover. No chance of getting rid of it with a couple of players, including Bowley, jumping on top of Bowman, and the ball goes skyward again. Up it goes again. The umpire's done a good job. Oh, great piece of work by Grimes. Used to the body. Bowman went up with the knee up, and he's ended up on his back and hurt himself again. Bowman, he went off earlier in the second quarter with a bad shoulder. Now he might have to go off with a bit of a ribcage look. Grimes, once again, aims at Bowman. Bowman, good enough to pick it up and goes with his left down towards the half-forward line. Nice work by McCarthy. Taps it to himself, then loses the handle. Nice work by the defensive work by Broughton. They threw it out. The umpire didn't see it that way, though. Over in the far side wing, the near side wing, I should say. And good piece of work by Rowett. Gets the ball, handballs to the player there in Dickinson. Dickinson gets it down the line, and good defensive work there by the player in Duffy. Good defensive mark on the half-back line by Declan Duffy, and goes inboard looking for and finding Delminico. Goes over actually the top of him. Nice piece of work by Bowman. He tries to charge his way through. Unsuccessfully. Ends up in the hands of Bowley. Bowley goes deep into the forward line. Good defensive work again by the Orroroo player. Use of the handball. Gets in the hands of the player there in O'Day. Oh, great contested mark by Delminico here in front of us in the Brook grandstand side. And Delminico had some blood running from his nose and had to go off early in the second term. Kicks the ball down towards the half-forward line. Good defensive mark there by the Broughton player in Damon. We're going to call him Matt Damon, aren't we?
Yeah,
Freddie?
we are. Goes in towards the centre wicket area over to Kane Bowley. He in turn out wide to William Hewitt. They've got a little bit of a space on his opponent, but the opponent did well.
Breeze has picked up a bit, Freddie.
It has a bit too, and he comes Will Hewitt now towards the player there in Mitch Gordon. Couldn't quite get hold of it. The Roos come in, working hard down there is Dallas Frere. Back towards Gordon. He'll go back towards Frere. Frere dodges and weaves, kicks it to the hot spot. Only players back there, the Roos. Big Damien Ellery lumbers after it. Can't get it before it goes out of bounds. And it's out right by the point post on that northern end. 6-6-42 the Eagles. Orroroo 4-2-26.
Just very quickly, RSMU 11 goals, 5 lead. Yadunda Robertstown 9 goals, 7 with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Orroroo deep in defence. Nice piece of work to get it out towards the player there in Bennett. Bennett for Orroroo, plays on straight away, looking for a bit of space for his player in Domenico. Domenico spills the mark. Good contest. Nice piece of work by Dickinson. Should be done for holding the ball. The umpire said he handballed it. Domenico, good enough to go back and get it. Bowman tackled by Grimes. Gee, I tell you what, mate. They've been close together all day as if they're a married couple on their honeymoon, Freddie.
And I think that Big Grimes knows that Bowman's a bit sore on that shoulder. He's putting him down at every occasion. Umpire Hennis comes in. Throw the ball up. Grimes and Bowman again. They're bustlers, aren't they? Here's Callis Frere. Gets hold of the footy. Goes towards that full forward position once again. But well done. John O'Biley does well. That should be 25 metres because he drew the free kick there from Mitch Gordon. And John O'Biley, one of the experienced campaigners in the Roos side. gets 25 metres, comes towards our commentary position, centre wing towards that bloke in Delmenico again. Couldn't
well
get
done.
hold of the footy because he's been outpointed by Dickerson. He can see a player towards the centre
good
of the
kick.
ground. Beautiful play. Well done towards Lockie Dolling. Dolling in turn goes up but falls short. And Henry Slade, who's now playing on a half-back flank, has got hold of the footy, goes out wide towards Moten.
Good young players there. Went from Dickinson to Dolling to Slade. 3 good players of the association. Ball in the centre line, heading towards Orroroo's forward line, but good defensive mark once again by the player there in Matt Damon. His name's not Matt, but we're going to call him that because we reckon it's funny. Goes down towards a 50-metre arc. Nice work defensively again by the Orroroo defenders. I reckon that might be Shoot that spoiled the ball over the line, and we'll have a ball in. The contest, I'd like your opinion on the contest between Bowman and Grimes. It's been absolutely brilliant between the two of them.
And they're going to be at it for the rest of the day, aren't they? We've played 4 minutes this third term. Broughton Mundoora holding sway. It comes down from that boundary throw and those two blokes go at it again. Stacks on the mill. Umpire McKay says, come, give it to me, boys. Up she goes. Up they go. Or it's Bowman anyway. Gets it down. Good play out there by JJ Nicholas to get it out wide, out of side wing. It goes over the boundary line in front of all players. And it should be another boundary throw in. Broughton Mundoora 6-6-42. Lead Orroroo 4-2-26. The Roo's been a while since they've scored. In it comes. We've played 4.5 minutes of this third term. Comes down towards Moten. He in turn goes to Hughes. The old red-headed ringer goes down the wing. Good body positioning down there by Reid. Gets hold of the footy towards McCarthy. McCarthy on the 50-metre line. Goes towards full forward. Can he find somebody? Yes, he can. And guess who he's found is a full forward in Nick Hompsch. And he knows how to kick a goal, doesn't he? Good play by the Roos. They got it from the outer side wing. McCarthy did well. He's got some talent, but he's been well held actually after the first 10 minutes. He had 2 or 3 good patches, but he's done really, really well. And now he's got it to Hompsch, and Hompsch will have a shot from about 25 metres out from goal. As you can see by a great camera work once again by Paul, but he's on a fairly acute angle, but he's in the right pocket for a right footer. Kicks, what's he done? I think he's put it through. Goal umpire says that'll be 2 fingers. It's a goal to the Roos and a goal to Nick Hompsch. We just looked down the list. He's kicked 2 goals, 1 for the afternoon now. And he's got the 5th for the Roos. 6-6-42. 10 points of difference now. Orroroo 5-2-32. We've played 6 minutes of this third term. Northern Areas Grand Final from Crystal Brook.
Ball makes its way back to the centre. Margin 10 points, 42-32. Broughton Mundoora's way. Ball makes its way back to the centre, and umpire McKay and Hennis doing a good job. Ball goes up, ball goes down. Grimes gets the tap, no real advantage. Bowman, the opposing ruckman's done a bit of roving for himself. Gets the ball and tackled straight away, and the umpire comes in to throw the ball skyward again. 6-minute mark of the third term. Grimes once again uses the left hand to get the ball forward. The player in Slade was being held onto, and Slade will take the resulting free kick. Half-back line for Orroroo. He plays on straight away, goes around using that beautiful right leg, looking down towards Ollie Dignan. Dignan, good spoiling by Damon. Damon for Broughton spoils the ball. Freer grabs the ball, goes out of bounds with it, and the boundary umpire, Luke Bartlett, throws the ball skyward. Once again, Bowman versus Grimes. Bowman gets a good tap, goes to the half-forward line. Hughes taps to try to get an advantage to himself, ends up in the hands of Bowley. Bowley goes to Bowley. No, I haven't got the stutters. There's 2 of them out there. Good piece of work by Hughes in the centre to get the ball. He traps it, goes down towards the forward line in McCarthy, but good Whelan defence work. And Whelan for Broughton Mundoora will clear from the half-back line for Broughton.
Darren Hughes has lifted his work rate in that centre. Whelan now gets it towards Kane Bowley. He'll come out this outer wing. It'll fall in. Oh, yes, good play, Will Hewitt. Couldn't quite get it. Here's Bowman. Luckily got it. Handball's out to Delmenico. Can he control the footy? Yes, he can. He's under pressure. Gives it to Bennett.
Yeah, good
Bennett's
spoil.
well smothered there by the player in Dickerson, and it's over the boundary line, right in front of the Broughton Mundoora coach's box. And we'll have the boundary throw in. 10 points of difference. The Eagles in front, 7 minutes into this third.
Great contest here at the Crystal Brook Oval. Grand final day in Northern Areas. Bowman fortuitously ends up with the ball in his lap when he went up for the ruck work. Goes down towards the half-forward line. Great work by McCarthy again. Ollie Dignan's there. Gets the ball. And there might have been a tackle high, but it was a bit soft on the neck. So the umpire let it go. And the umpire says, no way of getting it out. No prior opportunity. Let's throw it skyward. Which is exactly what he does. Grimes once again gets the tap, but it goes to Hompsch. Hompsch, handball to Ollie Dignan. Dignan over the top, good piece of work. Gets some space to Hompsch. Hompsch does a shimmy and a shake. Has a shot on goal and he's put it through. Great goal, Homps. Great goal, Orroroo. Great poise by the Orroroo players. Three or four handballs in a row to get a bit of space out for Homps, and he's now kicked his third, Freddie. Great play of the Roos.
Certainly was, and he just steadied beautifully, dodged and weaved, and then steadied and kicked it beautifully.
Sold a bit of candy, Freddie.
He certainly did, a bit like Ian Hazard in his day for Gladstone Combine, I reckon.
I tell you what, I don't think your memory's too good, mate, I tell you.
You sold it, I ate it. There you go. 4 points of difference, and we've played nearly 9 minutes into this third term.
Game on.
Back in the centre certainly is Chucky Hazard. Comment Wally May. Comment Chucky Hazard here. Umpire McKay puts it skyward. Bowman and Grimes. Yes, you guessed it. Came towards Kane Bowley. Had a bit of influence on this game as well. Goes towards centre half forward. Nobody can get it. Duffy was there. Tapped down by Biley as well. Stacks on the mill. And you guessed it. It'll be a ball up once again. 6-6 plays 6-2. 4 points of difference. A great grand final Northern Areas footy. Befitting of the competition it is. Comes up, they go again. Grimes gets it down, comes towards Bowley. Here's a little fella in Tommy Moten, though. As I said, he's the only player that wears a small-sized Guernsey in the island.
Oh, hello. The player's gone over the fence.
Is he going to come back, or is he
I'm not
going
sure.
for a hot
The
dog?
Orroroo player got
Who was
the
it?
old nudge over the fence. He's
Anyway.
just making his way back over the pickets.
He is.
I reckon it might be Declan Duffy.
Well, I reckon it was too, so watch out, fence, I'd say.
I reckon Declan Duffy might have got a hot dog and a cup of coffee from the front row of the crowd here at the Crystal Brook Oval. Nice piece of work, and the umpire has found a free kick going to Bowman. Really liked his game. Him and Grimes have been brilliant all day, the two of them. Bowman swings around on his left. He got the free kick for a holding the ball decision. I'll give him a rap, and he's kicked it out of bounds on the full. Over on the far side, Whelan will take the resulting free kick. Great crowd here, very COVID conscious. QR codes and COVID marshals all over the place, Freddie. Whelan plays on with a handball, pops it over the top. Over on the far side wing, there's a free kick, but it's been played advantage. But the players didn't hear the call of play on advantage, and the ball will be brought back to over the other side, far side wing. Broughton will have control. Hard to know which way the wind is actually blowing. There's not much of a breeze to talk about, so no real advantage either side, Freddie. Hopefully you're enjoying the coverage. Hopefully you're enjoying this great game of grand final footy here at the Crystal Brook Oval. The ball gets chipped in by Whelan, finds Bowley. Bowley, as in the Kane variety, goes down towards the 50-metre arc, looking for the full forward. Biley, good piece of defensive work again by the half-back line for Orroroo. Series of a couple of handballs. Moten, handball's out, but it's been cut off. Lovely work by the player there. I reckon it might be Crane. We'll have a look shortly. Didn't catch the number. No, it wasn't Crane. I reckon it might have been Ireland. We'll have a look, but it's a minor score at any rate. Kicking from 50 metres. Fortuitously ran onto the ball. Fullback kicks out. Look out for Ellery. Ellery's got the ball. He's pushed in the back, but the umpire didn't give any penalty. Goes towards Reid. Reid spills the mark. Good piece of work by the full forward in Homps to get there. Waits for a player to approach him so he can get the handball away. He decides to kick it instead. Gets down towards the player there in Moten. Reid, I should say. Handballs the ball. It's now in the hands of Bowley. Bowley to Harrison. Harrison goes inboard. Homps has been at full forward all day, but he's having a roam around centre half forward. Swings round on the left. Great kick on the left. And finds Dignan. Dignan was wandering around like an unregistered dog in the forward line. No one within 5 metres. And Ollie Dignan variety will have a shot on goal, kicking from around 40 to 45 metres. Great work by Homps. Found a bit of space around half forward, using the opposite leg that he'd normally use. Great pass, finding Dignan.
Interesting to note that him and Callis Freer in the opposition today played a fair few under-18s at North Adelaide this season. In he comes, Ollie Dignan, straight in front, 35 metres out, but he's pulled it to the left. And unfortunately, Ollie kicks a minor score. 1-1 for the afternoon to Ollie Dignan. And the Roos now move to 6 goals, 3. That's 39. They're just behind the Eagles, 6-6-42. We're going to have a great game, aren't we? Now, here's that bloke with the blue boots. That was the player back there in Thomas Whelan. He was the bloke that had the shot on goal that you were trying to pick up. No wonder you didn't realise he was way out there. Goes out wide towards Kane Bowley. It was at the opposite end of the ground than what he normally is. And down there, Thomas Whelan. Anyway, got a good kick towards Bowley, but as you can see, Bowley's forced it over the boundary line.
Dolling looks like he's coming off with a bit of an ankle issue, Freddie.
No worries. In they come the 2 16s again. This time it was a big fella in Grimes. Got it down. Comes towards Moten, though. Ian Toon got a Delmenico. Delmenico towards full forward. Beautiful work by Whelan back there again. Oh, well done, though, by Reid. That was Tommy Reid on this occasion. And the umpire calls it because it was held to him. And up it'll go once again. Umpire Hennis puts it up high once again.
Oh, hello.
Grimes off the ground. Beautifully done. Here's Bowman, his opposition down there. He's caught. Got it out well, though. Player working hard is Braden Allen down there against him. Got it out. Can't get it out. Now he's throwing about 3 or 4 times in a bit of a circle, and the umpire says, I'll have it and ball it up. 6-7 plays 6-3, 13 minutes, third term.
Grimes been watching a bit of EPL soccer with a kick out of fresh air in the rucking contest. Coincidentally went straight to his opposing ruckman 20 metres further down in Bowman. Speaking of Bowman, he gets the tap over on the far side wing. Good piece of work there by the rover there. I'm not sure who it is over there. We'll have a look on the screen. I reckon it might be, is it Delmenico? Gets the ball and free kick for a high tackle. Goes down towards the 50-metre arc. McCarthy's there, 2 against 1. He's the one that remains standing, has a shot on goal. It looks straight, it looks accurate, and it's through. Great work by McCarthy. He went up for the contest against 2 Broughton players. The 2 Broughton players went down. He was the quicker one to respond. Get up, get the ball, have a shot on goal. Great work, McCarthy.
Certainly was. That's his first for the afternoon. Nick Homps has 3 for the Roos, and the leading goal scorer is Lockie Dolling for Broughton Mundoora. So we see Bowman come off again, and he's going to be very sore and tired, and Andrew Catford's going to go on. And we also see the other Dignan, young Jed, come on to replace the little fella there in Tommy Moten. I think he might be just taller than his dad. G'day to Tony if you're listening. Back in the centre, up they go. Grimes and Catford this time. Grimes gets a good tap down, comes towards Bowley, controls the footy. He's well tackled by JJ Nicholas, and Sacks on the mill once again. Up she goes.
Ball makes its way into the umpire's hands, and Grimes once again this time uses the hand of the left-hand side and smacks it about 20 metres forward. Good piece of work by Declan Duffy in defensive down half-back. Nice piece of work there by the player there. Was he dealt with after the disposal? It doesn't matter. Nice work by McCarthy again, leading forward. He kicks in, looking for Homsch. Good contested ball. Orroroo, once again, they've got players that have taken stance. Dignan to Dignan. Dignan goes in looking for Reid. Good work. Reid recovers. High tackle. The umpire said he ducked. Oh, hello. Hello. The umpire from 50 metres away has made the call. The umpire that was in control said the player ducked. The umpire further down said he got hit high. And there's been a free kick, a little bit controversially, going to Reid. Reid as in Tom Reid, the skipper of the side. He did duck his head, Freddie. I think the umpire that was in control probably had right of way, I would have thought. But anyway, we won't complain about the umpires because they've done a very good job.
And they never change their mind.
45-degree angle for Tommy Reid. Beautiful position for the right footer. He swings around on his left slightly. It's going to come around like a boomerang, and it has. Gee, I tell you what, that breeze has got a little bit in it going across the ground. By the way, that looked like an in-swinger for you, Freddie. Almost cricket season. Nice,
it nearly is.
Glenn McGrath in-swinger.
And I was talking to my mate Doug Oakley during the week, and he said, Chucky Harzard, I played a game against him. Robbie Donaldson was playing for Gladstone at the time. This is about 1992 when you were a boy, and Dougie won the game.
I actually mentioned in-swing. It would have been out-swinger, and I can't remember any game that Dougie won, Freddie. But anyway, we'll talk about that later when no one else is listening.
They're back in the centre. Controversial call. Umpire McKay puts it up. And it comes down from Grimes. Declan Duffy's there tackling on the Bowley. No, it wasn't, in fact. It was the player there in Strath Roberts.
8 points the margin in favour of the Roos. Nice piece of work by Grimes again. He's getting plenty of hands on the ball in the ruck, but it's not going to any advantage. Nice work to Orroroo to clear the ball. I reckon it was Delmenico. Got to McCarthy again. Gee, I tell you what, he's been good down there, McCarthy. Delmenico in the centre's been excellent as well. McCarthy, that's an absolute shank. Looking for the full forward in Homps. Broughton have got 3-1 over there, so they should be able to clear. They panic the kick. They kick it as far as they can away from the goals, but Orroroo's going to be first on the ball. Nice piece of work there by Bennett. Swings around looking for Duffy. Duffy, centre of the ground. He's got a player out wide, but he decides to stick in the corridor. Still in the corridor. Nice piece of work by Orroroo. They're possession footy. They're looking good. Orroroo still in possession with O'Day. Goes down deep into the forward line. Good contest there. Homps, the full forward for Orroroo. Had a good game. He's kicked 3. He gets the ball. He tries to put it on the boot, and he's done for holding the ball. He dropped the ball as he was trying to get a boot to it. Boot didn't touch it. Holding the ball. Good umpiring and a 25-metre penalty. Play says go on. Take advantage. They've got the pass. Whelan gets the ball. Kicks it down, and it's going to disadvantage Broughton this time.
Definitely.
It's going to be an advantage paid, and Broughton were away, but the umpires called it back. Orroroo have now got a chance to match up on everyone. And it's probably a disadvantage to Broughton, you'd have to say, Freddie.
Certainly is, but the Roos are playing some pretty good footy, so we'll see what happens here now.
8 points the margin in favour of Orroroo. 19, nearly the 19-minute mark of the third term. Ball makes its way into the centre. Bowley's there. Couldn't pick up the half volley. Nice work. I think that was Declan Duffy for Orroroo. We'll have a look when he gets up. Yes, it's Declan Duffy. Good defensive work again. Half forward line for Orroroo, and Ash McKay comes in to throw the ball skyward. Shane Hennis, I should say.
Big Grimes again gets a good tap, comes towards Allen or over his head. Liam O'Day just taps it down towards that bloke in Duffy again. He's had a bit of an influence this quarter, no doubt about it.
Say, Duffy's been good this quarter, that's for sure.
Hasn't got much breeding, of course. Declan Duffy. Father and grandfather were champions. Up they go. Grimes got hold of the player in Catford there and got a big tap out.
That is what you call a haymaker, that one. If anyone's head was behind that punch in the ruck, it would have been out for 6 weeks, I reckon.
Here we go. Big Grimes trying to get his body to the front of the pack. Comes towards Strath Roberts. He can't control it. Braden Allen's in there as well. Stacks on the mill. Declan Duffy as well for the Roos. And the umpire comes in and says, we'll JJ Nicholas there for the Roos as well. The umpire says we'll throw it up. In it comes Big Grimes and Catford. Grimes says, get out me road. Gives the old tap down. Good little tap on. Comes now, though. Well done to Whelan. And Whelan's been paid. Was it 15 metres? The umpire said it was. So it definitely was. Whelan goes long now towards that pocket, towards Dylan Hewitt. Uses his body. Didn't watch the footy, though. Comes towards Allen for the Eagles. Can't get hold of the footy because the Orroroo defender did well as well. And we'll wait and see when he gets up. I think it was Darcy Shute back there.
Yes, it was Darcy Shute, and good defensive work there by Orroroo. Ball goes up 30 metres out from Broughton's goal. Nice piece of work by Hewitt to get the tap down, but once again, no real advantage because plenty of players there, including Jeg Digdon, as well as Callis Frere, and the ball goes up. Once again, Hewitt does the ruck work against Ellery. No real advantage, goes down on the ground, as do a few players, and the ball goes back to the umpire in Ash McKay to go up again. Duffy's the last player to pass the ball to the umpire. There's about 3 or 4 players that went for the ruck work there, and the ball wasn't touched. It's just hit the ground, and away we go again. It's on the half-back line for Orroroo. Great defensive pressure again. Trying to contain it, trying to block all the holes, trying to make sure there's no space for Broughton to run into. 40 metres out from the Broughton goal. 21-minute mark of the third term. Great contest with an 8-point margin in favour of Orroroo. And the reason why we're talking about the score and not commentating the game is because, once again, ball's hit the ground and the umpire comes in to throw skyward.
Big Ellery against Hewitt this time. Ellery sort of got a tap. Came to Delmenico, who's had a great third quarter. Gave it to JJ Nicholas. Down towards the commentary position. Touched just before I got to McCarthy. Broughton take control of the footy, but they can't get away with it. Darren Hughes applies a strong tackle right in front of our commentary position. Great camera work again by Paul Oborne. Big Grimes, got taken out of the attack. Comes Delmenico again. Gave to Nicholas. Their runners are getting involved in the game. Came towards Whelan, though, for Mundoora. Parries around. Goes one way, then the other. Not sure what to do. Onto the left boot, but it's straight to Liam O'Day. He can't quite take it under pressure. Right in front of the commentary position. And the umpire, Shane Hennis, will come in and once again say, let's throw her up, boys. Liam O'Day tries to wipe a bit of blood off him. They're looking around. The umpire says, yeah, there is a blood rule. Yep. And Allen has to come off. Braden Allen, who's kicked one goal, comes off, and he's replaced by Lockie Dolling.
Dolling had an ankle injury, but he's back on, which is good news for the youngster. Grimes gets the tap away from Catford, but no real advantage. Ends up in the hands of Bowley, as in the Mitch variety, but once again, no chance of getting away. As you can see by the camera work by Paul Oborne, plenty of players around it. Allo, another fresh out of the air kick by Grimes. This time gets about 30 metres on it, goes down towards the half-forward line. O'Day gets the ball defensively. Handballs to Duffy. Duffy to Dignan. Dignan accidentally goes to the opposition, and Bowley goes down towards Hewitt. Hewitt takes the mark. He handballs straight away, looking for Hayes. Hayes snaps around, and the goal has been given. Goal umpire, nice work. Jed Dignan made the mistake of handballing the Bowley. Good piece of work by Broughton. Opened up a bit of a space. Dylan Hewitt played on straight away, looking for Hayes. Hayes snap around his body. Great goal, great contest. 2 points the margin in favour of the Orroroo Roos. Almost the 23-minute mark of the third term.
What a great game of footy, Chook. Gee whiz, that's Matty Hayes' second goal after kicking 2 points. Now he's kicked a couple of goals. Equal goal scorer with Dylan Hewitt and Lockie Dolling as well.
We expected a good game. There was only 3 points the margin last time they played. Ball goes up, ball goes down, and ends up in the hands of Bowman. Bowman puts it on his right boot down towards the half-forward line. Player there in Dolling, swings around on his left. He's dealt with after. That was undisciplined by Moten. That was just silly play by Moten. Dolling was dealt with well after he'd got rid of it, and a free downfield half-forward line. silly play by Moulton. Kick taken by Gordon. Gordon goes deep, down into the forward lines. Hewitt goes early, but it doesn't matter. Good defensive work by Biley to take a defensive mark. Deep in defence for Orroroo. Looks out, looking for Jed Dignan. Jed Dignan takes overhead mark. Good work to create space. Nice work by Darcy Shute to make his way into space as well. He's over on the far side. The ball bounces for him. He's got help there by Slade. Slade gets it, dribbles along the ground. That was very smart play. In the AFL, it would have been deliberate, and you know what? It's deliberate here in the northern areas as well. Ball goes in towards the forward line for looking for Dickinson, but nice work again by Jed Dignan to cut off the ball. Half back line for Orroroo. Slade didn't have anyone to go to, so he did go deliberately out of bounds. So the umpire didn't mess around by giving that free kick away. Half back line for Broughton. Good defensive work again. Good defensive mark over there by a player who I can't see the number of, Freddie.
Bryce Damon, or Matt Damon as you're
that's
calling
right, Matt. How could you forget Matt Damon? Ball goes down towards the half forward line. Good contested ball. Nice defensive work by Biley to get the ball to ground. Once again, player he was tackled without the ball. Umpire said play on advantage, but it doesn't matter because the siren goes to finish the third term. 24 and a half minutes that term went for. 2-point margin in favour of Orroroo. 3-quarter time here at the Northern Areas Grand Final. Crystal Brook Oval, Freddie, brilliant contest as you'd expect. And I tell you what, the last quarter, the crowd's going to be entertained without any hesitation at all.
Look, these have been the two best sides, haven't they, all year? There's no doubt about that, with all due respect to all the other teams. But they're putting on a show for us. As we see big Grimes coming off, he might be a bit sore. I think he's having a look at the trainers saying, my legs are a bit sore. Why would they be? He's only rucked all day. Gee whiz. He's got
a sore head from earlier on as well when when McCarthy took a specky on him.
We'll have a quick look at the goal kickers. For the leaders, Orroroo, as you said, Chook 2 points in front. 3 to Nick Homps, 2 to Tommy Reid, and singles to Luke Bowman, Pat McCarthy and Ollie Dignan. And for Broughton Mundoora, 2 each to Dylan Hewitt, Matty Hayes and Lockie Dolling, and the single to Braden Allen. But as you said, it's all set. Who's going to be the freshest? Broughton Mundoora have had the week off, but will that tell in this last quarter? Be very, very interesting. Some runners got into the game for the Roos. What did they kick the Roos? They kicked 2 goals. Sorry, beg your pardon. They kicked 4 goals, 1 in that quarter to 1-1 to get the ascendancy back. So they were looking down the barrel at half time, but they've really done well in that third quarter. And their runners, Darren Hughes once again did well. Young Slady again, after a good first quarter and a quiet second, got into it in that third quarter. And we saw big Luke Bowman doing a good job as well. The other player was Johnny Nicholas. Just 4 or 5 important touches in that quarter. And as you said, Pat McCarthy came into it at centre half forward. So we'll see what happens.
Grimes getting a bit of work done to his both calf muscles there that look like a couple of tree trunks, Freddie.
Well, they certainly are, aren't they? But by gee, he's been a warrior. Him and Bowman, the 216s.
Loved it.
At this stage, you could put them both in their best players too.
Absolutely fantastic.
Even though they're opposing each other. So, yeah, very, very interesting. And interesting to see, unfortunately with COVID, you can't have people around the huddle. So it's interesting. They're just all in their little huddles. No supporters, which is a bit of a pity, but we've got to do what we've got to do with this COVID. So just looking over there, the umpires too. As you can see on the screen, the umpires just having a bit of a chat about what's going on.
Yep. And Shane Hannis and Ash McKay have done a great job. Goal umpires, we might as well mention the goal umpires as well as the boundary umpires. Johnny Shearer and Alan Ebsry are the goal umpires. Luke Clark, Blake Nicholson, Luke Bartlett and Nick Bowley are the boundary umpires. So well done to all of the guys involved there. Obviously been rewarded by their clubs and by the comp to take on the grand final A-grade game. And they've done a great job.
Just for interest's sake, Chook, I've just got a message through from the Wyler Footy League.
Yes.
Their preliminary final sees Central Wyler 11-9 defeat West Wyler 6-5. So a little bit of a boil over. West Wyler played in the last 11 out of 14 grand finals. Won't contest the grand final. So it'll be interesting. It'll be Waroona Bay versus Central Wyler next Saturday at the Bennett Oval in Wyler.
And talking of boilovers, Freddie, one in the making over in the Eastern Air Footy League. 3-quarter time score, Ports 7 goals 5. Lead the Kimber Tigers 5 goals 4. So a 13-point margin in favour of Ports, which would be a huge upset if they continued on their winning way. Brad Bowman over in the Western Air. West Coast Hawks have sewn up the premiership. They lead, well, they haven't won it yet, but at 3-quarter time they lead by 11 goals 12 to 1 goal 2. So West Coast Hawks are beating the Western United quite convincingly there by 70 points at three-quarter time.
Interesting scores around the area, that's for sure. And we try and bring them to you, and we thank everybody for getting them through to us. Righto, who will it be? Couldn't be much closer, good at 2 points of difference. The Roos lead at three-quarter time. So who will it be in this final term? Will it be somebody get the ascendancy and overpower the opposition, or will it be right to the wire? We'll keep you up to date right here as we get into it again. Umpire McKay in the centre. We'll throw the ball skyward first. He's just waiting till everybody's ready. Doesn't have to wait for people to get off the oval because nobody's allowed on the oval. Up she goes. The 16s, Bowman and Grimes. Bowman takes it out there on that left foot. Goes centre half forward for the Roos, but Thomas Whelan's in the way. Gets hold of the footy now. Onto the left boot. High, wide and handsome out wide. Big Grimes, he's gone down. He had that work done on him. He's got the cramp already, so it'll be a big loss for Broughton Mundoora if he can't get up and play on. Out there's a little fella in Tommy Moten for the Roos. Gets it towards Henry Slade. Slade over to Darren Hughes. Good work by the Orroroo players. Comes towards Thomas Whelan for Broughton Mundoora though. He goes hard and he's down for a while, but it comes out now towards Diggin. Over to JJ Nicholas to the hot spot. In front was McCullum. At the back, now McCullum butted up well. Got it through the points. And it'll be a minor score to see the Roos go to 8 goals, 4-52. Broughton Mundoora 7-7-49. A rushed score there. Righto, let's see. McCullum brings it out. He's known as Coop. Don't know where they get that from. Goes out wide towards Bowley. The umpire says holding the ball. Mitch Bowley gets up and says no, handball. Here's McCarthy. Goes in towards Bowman. And then Bowman's got it at centre half forward for the Roos. And he'll have an opportunity to put one through and just stretch that margin early in this last quarter. Only played a bit over a minute. So big Luke Bowman's pointing to something. I don't know what he's pointing to. I think he's pointing to the man on the mark. Says, where are we? A good play out there by the Roos. Defended well the forward line. And it will end up with Luke Bowman having a shot on goal. We won't put the mocker on him. Chooky did earlier. And he comes that left foot. They're usually pretty reliable, aren't they? And he comes now to put that margin up to 8 points. The umpire goes to the left a bit and he's just missed it. So a bad miss really there for the big fella in Luke Bowman. He's hit 1 goal, 1 for the afternoon. And the Roos go to 8 goals, 4-52. Broughton Mundoora 7-7-49. Waiting for the ball to come back to Thomas Whelan, who's done well. As you heard Chooky call, he had a shot on goal, but he wandered forward. He's deep in the back line now. They've had to go down the creek to get the footy, I think. Here he comes. She's come back, so that's all right. Thomas Whelan now. Let Orroroo set up their defence. He's going to go use that advantage of running out from fullback now and go right down the centre. Working hard back there was Dylan Hewitt. Yes, it was. Gets a quick handball. Drop, though. Comes up again towards Kane Bowley. He can't get it. Working hard out there was young Digdon, young Ollie. And stacks on the middle, and it'll be once again another boundary, or not a boundary throw, and a baller.
Right here, we're back with the excitement there, Freddie. Sorry, I have to leave there for a minute, but it's still on the half-forward line. Nice piece of work by the player there from Orroroo in Bowman to tap the ball forward.
I thought he'd gone home early, Chuck.
No, I'm having some issues, but that's okay. We're back. The ball goes up. Bowman, nice work against Hewitt. Once again, Orroroo, deep in defence. Gone Torp, deep in the forward line. It's covering. It's going. It's going. It's gone. What a great goal for Orroroo. Slapped on the boot at Torp. We'll get the player. I reckon it might be Johnny Nicholas. What a great goal. Thrown the Torp. Bounced over, went over the top of McCullum's head and bounced through for a major. Great contest, great goal, great work by the player there in Bowman to tap it to Nicholas fortuitously. And the margin now goes out to a 9-point margin in favour of Orroroo. We will check that score. The scoreboard's telling us different, but we will check the score. Ball makes its way back to the centre. It'll be Bowman versus Hewitt. As mentioned before, Grimes is out of the ruck, so Hewitt's doing it. Bowman takes it out of the ruck. Once again, deep into the forward line. Great work by Homsch. Homsch led his backman into the flight of the ball. The full forward for Orroroo will have a shot on goal. Great work again by Bowman. Onto Domenico. Domenico gets it down quickly to the forward line. Creates some space for Homsch. Homsch leading onto a ball. Chest mark. Shot on goal, 45-degree angle, kicking from around 35 metres. I tell you what, 9 points the margin in favour of Orroroo. This will extend it out to 15. Very deliberate in his approach. Lovely work by Homsch. They're clapping it as it goes over the top and it's through. Another one to Homsch. I reckon it might be his fourth. It is his fourth. Thank you, Freddie. The Orroroo players go around Homsch. They tap the back of Bowman. They tap the back of Domenico, and they certainly go around and tap the back on Homsch. It was 2 versus 1, but he ran into it fortuitously, landed on his chest. Great work by Orroroo.
And their runners have had an influence since half-time, no doubt about that. So the Roos get first blood, don't they? But you never discount Broughton Mundoora Eagles. They'll come back. Here's Hewitt in the ruck, as you said. Grimes had to go off. Big Bowman, hasn't he? Battled manfully all day. Towards Nicholas again. Can he get a quick little hands? Yes, he can. Out to Darren Hughes. That's been called a bit over the last 10 years. Comes towards centre half forward. Here's Whelan. Nearly caught on the ball. Came towards the Orroroo player. Well, he wanted over the shoulder, but it wasn't paid by the umpire. And that was Reed. Oh, no, it was Domenico again. He's had a fair bit of the footy. Here's McCarthy over the top. Comes down towards Broughton Mundoora, though. Only as far as Bowman again.
Well done,
Tacks the
Bowman.
ball. Breaks the tackle. Quick handball over to McCarthy. McCarthy will get out wide towards Domenico. He could have been taken high. Stands up in the tackle to McCarthy again. He goes towards that hot spot. Let's see what happens. Up they go. Broughton Mundoora try to get the tap down. Now Broughton will get the footy. Out it comes. Yeah, good play by Damon back there, but beautifully done by Hughes. Allen's got it. Comes out, a real rush kick. Here the Roos are in the box seat. Beautiful contest there between Liam O'Day and Jacob Acker. Acker's got the ball. Could have been prepared to hold the ball. Liam O'Day's hurt his shoulder in that contest. He could be out of the game as well. But a great stuff by Bennett will get the footy for the Roos.
Bennett goes down to the half-forward line looking for Dignan. Brilliant contest, O'Day, but he's hurt his shoulder in the contest. Contained the ball on the wing here in front of us. He's gone off. He's just winded himself. We'll keep an eye on him. Left shoulder looks like he's hurt. Ball on the half-forward line for Orroroo, and we'll have a ball in. Brilliant contest. O'Day's making his way in the change rooms. A couple of trainers going in with him. The ball goes up. Bowman gets the ball down to Bennett. Bennett swings around on his left. Goes down to the forward line. Bounces awkwardly for the opposition. Nice piece of work there by Broughton Mundoora to clear the ball with Bowley. Bowley, very composed in his approach. Kicks the ball, but it's a bad kick. Finds Bennett. Bennett for Orroroo's tackled high. Bennett's been very busy this last couple of minutes. It's the 7-minute mark. 15-point lead to Orroroo. Hobbs flies down 2 against 1. Ends up in the hands of Reed. Reed gets rid of it. Gets out towards Moten. Moten leads in the rest of the ball. Shimmy, shake. Got some clearance. Goes inboard looking for and finding the player. Good piece of work. He took his time. I reckon he's found his brother, is it? Was it Reed to Reed?
We'll go cousin.
We'll go cousin. Good piece of work there.
I think you're right. It's Benny Reed, I reckon.
Ben Reed is going to be kicking 45-degree angle, kicking from around 30 metres. Margin currently 15 points. Margin currently 21 points. 21 points in favour of Orroroo. 7.5-minute mark of the final term here at the Crystal Brook Oval, Northern Area's Grand Final day.
Gee whiz, they've got their mojo now, haven't they, the Roos? They're hard to stop. Both sides are a bit the same, their confidence, but they're working really hard. The on-ballers are working really hard, and they're getting hands on the ball because Big Bowman in the centre now is out pointing Hewitt because, unfortunately, Hewitt's not really a ruckman, and Damon's had to come off. Although he's had a rub down, he's standing down the boundary line here as though he might be back on soon. They want to get him on back soon because he's been a big part of their day-to-day, the big fella, Big Grimes. So... Grimes, I should have said. He'll come back on shortly. I've got him now. It's all right. Yeah, that's it. So, back in the centre, Bowman. Gee whiz, what a lion-hearted effort he's had, as we said. So has the big fella in Grimes. But it's Dylan Hewitt on this occasion to come in. He's got the... up they go. Bowman gets it once again. Here's Nicholas at the fall of the ball. But also Freya's there. Tackled by Nicholas. Nobody can get an ascendancy and it'll be a ball up. 11 goals, 5-71, the Roos. Broughton Mundoora 7-7-49. We played 8.5 minutes in this final term. Northern Area's Grand Final. Comes now towards Domenico. Hasn't he an influence? Back to Bowman, another influential player. Towards centre half forward to McCarthy. Can't get hold of the footy. Broughton Mundoora work hard. Yeah, well done Bowley back there. Gives it to Whelan. Whelan out wide. Oh, he's a sitting duck there, but he took a good mark, and that was Lockie Dolling.
Good work down there also by Harrison for Broughton Mundoora. Good defensive work by Broughton. Half-back line for Broughton.
They need a goal.
Currently trail by 22 points. Great contest here at the Crystal Brook Oval. Bowman, once again, G's been good. Goes deep. Oh, it's spilt chest mark. Good play there by Broughton to keep the ball in. Dropped a chest mark. I reckon that might have been Reed again. Dropped a bit of a cherry. Could have been curtains over for Broughton Mundoora, but the ball goes up. No rucking contest. Nice piece of work by Broughton. Nice work on the half-back line. Players there. Looks like one's been packed high, and it's going to be another Orroroo free kick for a high tackle. Umpire pulled that one out. I'm not sure who the player is. Is it Delmenico? Delmenico's been very good, Freddie. Paul Bowman and Lewis are doing a very good job on the camera work, hopefully enjoying the coverage. And Delmenico, he was hurt, but you know what? He's never hurt enough to find someone inboard, and what he's found is McCarthy. Loose checking by Broughton Mundoora. McCarthy, we know how good he is. He's an excellent kick for goal, and he'll be kicking smack bang in front of the goals. 22 points is the margin currently. McCarthy kicking from around 30 metres, Freddie, and you don't want to put the mockers on anyone, but he's been kicking them pretty well all day.
And he's a class act, isn't he? He'll finish, don't worry about that. And he comes from that 20 metres out. We have put the mockers on him, have we? One behind. Gee whiz, don't we do that?
Just repeating from earlier on in the day, Freddie, Broughton Mundoora have won the junior Colts. They've won the senior Colts. They've won the B grade footy. And they're currently trailing by 23 points here in the A grade footy. And it's 10 and a half minutes into the final term here at the Crystal Brook Oval. Crystal Brook Footy Club have put on a great day, as well as the Netball Club. We'll try and get you some netball scores later on in the day. The fullback for Broughton. They realise they're in a hurry, so they play on and they go wide. But they've gone straight down the throat of the player there of Bennett, who takes the mark. Bennett for Orroroo. Goes around on his right. He wants to play on and he wants to get the ball back into the forward line as quickly as possible. He goes down. Broughton Mundoora have got plenty there. The ball gets spoiled. Goes in the hands of Grimes, the ruckman. He takes the ball out of the air. He's tackled and he's been done for holding the ball. No, he hasn't. The umpire says no prior opportunity. And we'll have another ball up 35 metres out on an acute angle from the Orroroo goal. Umpire's been great today. Throws the ball up. Grimes gets the tap. Once again, a bit of aerial ping-pong. Ends up in the hands there of Whelan. Whelan's been good for Broughton. Clears the ball out of half-back. Looking for and finding Hewitt, who takes a one-hander. Hewitt, as in the wheel variety, plays on half-back. Looking for the half-forward lead. Looking for Acker. Acker, player in front, but he's close checking by the Orroroo defenders. Nice piece of work to keep the ball over on that far side wing. Ball's not going anywhere. Umpire comes over and says, I'll have it, thanks very much. 23-point margin in favour of Orroroo. Nearly the 12-minute mark of the final term, Freddie.
Unreal, isn't it? They've kicked away in this last quarter. What can the Eagles do? Can they get back? Comes in again. No ruck contest really at all, that's for sure. And it's over the boundary line once again. 12-minute mark, final term. As Chook said, 23 points the difference. Orroo's holding sway at the moment.
Boundary umpire Clark throws the ball in. Grimes versus Bowman, like they've been doing for most of the day until Grimes went off injured a little bit earlier and he's back now. Good piece of work. Great pressured mark by the player there for Broughton. That player being Hewitt. Nick Hewitt plays on straight away. They need to do something. They need to do it quick. The chest mark's been spilt. Good defensive work there by the Orroroo players. Hughes and Shute were both down there. Nice work by Tapstuck. Get the ball down towards the far side wing. Good contested ball by Ollie Dignan, but it goes over the top. Broughton are going to lead in the chase of the ball. They need to do something quickly. They're trailed by 23 points. Half-back line for Broughton goes inboard. Nice piece of work there by the youngster in Slade. Gets the ball over, series of a handball. Gets in the hands of Bennett. He taps it. Nice work by Orroroo. Looking for the leading forward. Good work by McCullum. Deep in defence for Broughton Mundoora.
Yeah, McCullum gets it now. Looks out wide here. Comes towards the player in Damon. Damon's got the footy. Right, he's just on the half-back flank. Hasn't got many options. Now he has. He's got one in Whelan. Been tireless.
Oh, no.
He tried to play on, but he gave it up to Slade. Slade into Homps. Oh, good defensive there, but comes towards Dignan. Dignan will fire on that goal. Over the top. Gives it to Benny Reid. Benny Reid kicks a goal, and I reckon that's the flag. Well done, the Roos. And the Orroroo supporters in the grandstand behind us are ecstatic, Chookie.
I tell you what, young Dignan, he's about 17 or 18 years of age. He had the maturity of a 26 or 27-year-old footballer then. Absolutely brilliant. Whelan, he went to handball the ball. He got pickpocketed while he was handballing it. He needed to get the ball on quickly. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off, and Orroroo, with that attacking move, had space, had an extra player back down there. Easy goal, Orroroo.
And the idea was there to play it on quick,
absolutely.
because they had to, because they've got to do something.
Absolutely.
But of course, when the chips are down, it just seems to roll the other way, and that's what happened on that occasion.
14-minute mark of the final term here at the Northern Areas Grand Final, Crystal Brook Oval. Fantastic day, fantastic crowd. And I tell you what,
you would have expected a fantastic game, Freddie, and we've got another beauty.
Well, and Orroroo have added 4 goals, 3 this quarter. Broughton Mundoora have not scored.
I think the umpires are waiting for the ball to come back. I think it might have been kicked to Warnertown.
Looks like they're getting the one that we played with in 1923. There's a bit older footy coming on, but have they found it? Yep, no, there she is. Other supporters.
The umpires have found the ball, and the other balls come back at the same time. Hennis kicks the second ball off as the original ball makes its way back. It's got a couple of frequent fly points on it. It's gone a fair way. Ball makes its way back to the centre. Well done to all the umpires officiating, not only the goal umpires and the boundary umpires, field umpires and everyone involved has done a great job.
And we mentioned earlier Matt Dignan, the coach of the Roos, who could quite well in 10 minutes be the premiership coach, umpired the junior Colts. Unreal.
Yeah, very, very good man, Matt Dignan. Ball makes its way skyward. Once again, Bowman versus Grimes. Bowman gets the tap. Ends up in the hands there of Domenico, who's been great. Back to Bowman. Bowman, he doesn't care where it goes. He just wants it in the forward line. He slaps it down on his left foot. Nice piece of work there by Homsch. He got rid of his opponent. Swings around on his left. But good defensive work by McCullum. McCullum for Broughton Mundoora. He's looking for the options because he needs to work quickly. It's the 16-minute mark almost of the final term, and they trail by 29 points. Little chip kick. Finds the player there in Bowley. Bowley goes over the far side towards the scoreboard. Nice work again defensively by the forward line players of Orroroo to contain the ball over there. 40 metres out. Good work by their Hughes, I think it was, to make that defensive pressure to keep the ball in the forward 50. And we'll have another ball up 45 metres out from the Orroroo goal.
And the Roos are on a roll. There's no doubt about that. Can they bring their first premiership for quite a few years? Comes down and it's rushed over the boundary line, only about 20 metres around from whence it came. The boundary umpire has to trot around there. Umpire Clark, the boundary umpire, will throw it in. Well, is the trophy going home to Orroroo? Up she goes from the boundary, throw in. Nobody will make that that because it's gone way up in the air and very short. So the players fall on it, and we'll say, righto, ball it up and we'll start again.
The boundary umpire bowled it in like a cricket ball, and I reckon it was a wide on about 3 pitches. Anyway, it goes up and goes down again. Once again, a huge cluster of players there. Orroroo know that there's no hurry to get the ball out of clearance. They just want to contain everything. There's a free player there for Broughton, running through the centre, trying to get the ball down to the forward line. Acker's there. He nudges his player in, shoot out the way. Acker leads in the chase of the ball. It doesn't bounce up for him. Good defensive work again by the players there at Orroroo. Ellery ends up with a handball. Goes towards Bowman. Bowman finds his way in the centre. There's no need for him to be in a hurry, so he just slows things down. Just chips it over the top and finds Tapscott. Tapscott, once again, no need to play on. No need for any speed. They lead by 29 points. Tapscott goes long. Goes deep into the forward 50. Good defensive work there. Broughton Mundoora players with Dickinson getting the ball. Clears the ball out towards the half-back line. Good mark there and good contested mark there by the player there in Damon. Damon plays onto the half-forward line. Once again looking for Acker. Broughton have got a couple of players down there, but Orroroo have got more. And Ellery sees the ball's out of bounds. And we'll have another ball in over on the far side wing, Freddie.
29 points of difference. The Roos in front. We've played nearly 17 and a half minutes of this final term. Taken out there by the coach in Nick Hewitt for Broughton Mundoora. Goes down towards the forward line. Good position down there by the Roos player in John Biley. Can't get hold of it. Broughton Mundoora working real hard to try and get it out and create some opportunities, but the Roos are working hard. Here it comes now towards the big fella there in Ellery, Damon Ellery. JJ Nicholas uses the body well. He butters up. Ooh. Oh, well done by Bowley in there as well to stop possession, and it'll be a ball up. We're just on the centre wing on the outer side from our commentary position. The Roos hold sway in the 2021 Premiership decider. Big Grimes takes it down. Here comes now towards Domenico again, I think it is. No, it might be Reid on this occasion. Goes down. Hewitt's down there for Broughton Mundoora. Fortuitously comes the little fella in Moten. Have a look at that. He buzzes and weaves. He could have nearly went between their legs. He's that small. He goes long now, working hard down there as a player for the Roos. I think it was Nick Homsch. Yes, it was. But he can't control the footy. That's over the boundary line. 29 points of difference. We've played 18 and a half minutes.
No need for any hurry for Orroroo. They don't mind it going out of bounds. They don't mind it being congested. They don't mind if there's no space. Ball's around from the right-hand side point post, 10 metres around from their goal. Ball goes up. McCarthy goes up in the ruck against Grimes. Good piece of work. Swings around the player there in Reid. Swings around. The ball goes higher up than it does long. Nice piece of work there by Broughton to take the ball over the line. Minor score prevails. Takes the score out to a 30-point lead in favour of Orroroo. nearly just gone 19 minutes in this final term. Orroroo have got all the cards in the hand. They're playing beautifully, and the skipper in Tom Reed gets the ball half back line. Good work, just chips the ball over. Once again, no need for any speed, no need to play on. Let's waste a little bit of time as the ball's now in the hands of young Jed Dignan. Played earlier on today, apparently. He's going to be playing in his second grand final. First one he wasn't successful, but it looks like he's going to be successful in this one. Very deliberate in his approach. It's a tight angle. He's got a lovely kick on him. That's a nice looking kick. It looks like he's hooked it though, and he's hooked it out of bounds in the full once again. We don't like putting the mockers on people, but as soon as you say someone's got a good kick, that's usually what happens, Freddie. 30 points the margin, nearly the 20-minute mark of the final term here at the Christa Brook Oval.
As they retrieve the footy from out the back there on that northern goal. Magnificent conditions today for grand finals. Magnificent oval. Christa Brook have laid it on. They've done a fantastic job to provide a magnificent playing surface. Broughton come down. Oh, beautiful kick. Finds young Freer. Had a magnificent second quarter, but he's fallen out of it a little bit. He's had a good game, though, and he has to move the ball. He can't just wait and waste time.
He's wasting too much time, Freddie.
We've played 20 minutes. He comes wide. They've got no answers, I think. That's the main thing. And a good tap down there by young Jed Dignan again. It's over the boundary line. We'll call it the Havelberg foulest pocket because they're down there on the booze, I think. And they'll be Orroroo supporters, so they'll be pretty happy. In it comes. Bowman and the big fella in Grimes again. Comes down on the ground. Domenico's at the bottom of the pack. Picking themselves up will be a Broughton bloke as well. And that player is Lockie Dolling at the bottom of the pack.
Ball makes it skyward in the half-forward line for Orroroo. Once again, they lead by 29 points. They've got plenty of time. Dignan, half-forward line. He's tackled. Handballs to Domenico. Like his game. On to Slade. Like his game. He's kicked the ball in, but he's kicked the ball out of bounds in the full. Once again, no real hurry. No real need to get too concerned. They don't want to turn the ball over too often. But the ball's now in the hands of Dylan Hewitt. Hewitt has the ball deep in the defence for Broughton Mundoora. He looks inboard, looks for Dolling. Dolling takes a good contested ball against Hughes. He plays on straight away, goes out the far side, looking for the player there on the half-back line. He plays on straight away for Broughton, looking to the half-forward line. Nice work of the ball here. They trail by 29 points, 21-minute mark, 21.5-minute mark of the final term. Goes deep in forward line, good piece of work by Shute. Shute takes a good defensive mark, plays on straight away, looking for and finding Ollie Dignan. Ollie Dignan got space, got time, so he plays on. Goes out towards the player there. I think that's Reed over there. Gets the ball over to Bennett. Bennett, once again, 1-2. Looks over for the player there in Dignan, who gets the ball once again. They're just possession football. They don't care about it too much. They've got Moten to Dignan. Dignan down to the forward line. Forward 50. It's 2-on-1. Whelan's going to win the chase of the ball. Boundary umpire says, no, you haven't. It's going to go out of bounds, and I'll throw the ball in again. 28 points the margin in favour of Orroroo. 22-minute mark of this final term at the Christa Brook Oval.
They're pretty happy on the boundary line here. The President, Keith Slade, reckons they've won it. He's given Big Bowman a nice slap on the back and says, come on, finish it off. In it comes again, but it's Dax on the mill. Up they go again. Down by Domenico, one of the smaller blokes. He got the tap, but he jumped on the opponent, and it'll be a ball up once again. Just around from the scoreboard, which says Orroroo 12-6, lead Broughton Mundoora 7-8, 22.5 minutes in the quarter, last quarter, Northern Area's grand final.
That player about to come on is young Bowman, and there's a fair chance that he might be figuring in the best player on the ground, you would have thought. The ball goes down towards the forward line for Orroroo, and it's kicked out of bounds in the full, and we'll have a resulting free kick to Broughton Mundoora. Time's just about done. Little chip kick inboard. Looking for the player there. Going inboard towards Grimes. Grimes takes a juggling mark in front of Catford. He plays on straight away. Looking for Dickinson. Dickinson trying to run straight down the corridor. Takes a bounce. Goes out towards the half-forward line. Nice piece of work there by Damon, but it's a good contested ball by the half-back line of Orroroo. Chip the ball down towards the half-forward line, and good defensive mark there. I think that's Dolling over on the far side. Dolling for Broughton. Plays on straight away. They need to do things, obviously, very quickly. Game's almost over. 28 points is how much they trial by Broughton. They go inboard. Good piece of work by Biley to spoil the ball. Nice work defensively. Ends up in the hands of Tapscott. Tapscott just puts it on the slipper. He doesn't care where it goes either. Goes down towards Homps. Hughes has got the ball. A shimmy, a shake. It's not Hughes, it's McCarthy. Gets it across over with a big handball over to Homps. Homps, good piece of work defensively again by Broughton. Clearing the ball out to the 50-metre arc. I think that's Domenico over there that's run in the lead to get the ball, but it's been beaten over by the boundary line over near the scoreboard that shows a 28-point margin 24-minute mark of the final term here at Crystal Brook.
Comes into Grimes. Grimes will get it down. No, over the top, in fact, was a player there in Dickerson. Got it down, but only come towards the Roos. He kicks around the body, but it's out on the full, I think. Bounces off the fence straight to the Mundoora player. That's big Dylan Hewitt back there. Gets it out wide now to Whelan. Whelan in turn to William Hewitt. He's way up centre half forward. They need an absolute miracle. They're just playing out time. They realise what's happening. But well done. That was a great one by Jacob Acker right in front of the commentary position. So we see Benny Reid coming off with a bit of a sore leg. Won't be sore for the next 3 weeks, so don't worry. Over the top now towards Allen. Allen parries into the centre half forward position to Damon. He hadn't been disgraced today. Went short, but the Roos are just working hard. That's still Minico again back there, was it? Anyway, they get it down. It was Sam Kirshner, in fact. Beautiful work down there, defence, and it stacks on the mill once again. And we'll have another ball up, Chook.
Ball goes up, half forward line. Nice work by Grimes, straight down the throat of Frere. There's a holding on down there, but the umpire hasn't seen it yet. Nice piece of work by Duffy to lead in the chase of the ball. Duffy has a chance to pick it up, handballs. Nice piece of work. And the play there and shoot says,
there's a fight on here.
We don't need to do anything. We'll just run this over for a behind, because the behind will still mean that we're 27 points in the lead. There's a fight on. No one seems to care about it if you've got red and black on, because you're going to take home a premiership. Goes over on the far side. Good lead by the player there in McCarthy. McCarthy doesn't worry about the fight either. 27 points is the margin in favour of Orroroo. He just boots it long. Once again, looking to get it down as far as he can. Nice use of the body and good defensive mark there by Rowett. Rowett plays on. Straight away looking for Grimes. Grimes on the half-back line. Looks inboard looking for McCullum. McCullum, good contested ball. Plays on from half-back. Looks down towards the half-forward line. Looking for the player there in Hewitt. Hewitt as in the wheel variety. Has time to spill the mark, but still get up and get the ball. Goes in towards the forward line. Orroroo numbers there. Good piece of work defensively to spoil the ball to ground. Stacks on the mill. Plenty of players there, including Nick Hewitt and a couple of others down there in the forward line. 27 points, the margin in favour of Orroroo. 26-minute mark of the final term. Freddie?
Nearly done. Up she goes. The Roos supporters will be ecstatic. There it is. Hear the siren. And the Roos have avenged last year's defeat at the hands of Broughton Mundoora. And they've run out deserved winners in the end in this Northern Areas Grand Final. Broughton Mundoora were going for 4 out of 4 on the day, but unfortunately in the big A-grade clash, they couldn't do it. Aidan Lee we see go out. He was unfortunately had a knee injury, couldn't finish the season, but gee whiz, they're ecstatic. And the Roos have won 12-6-78 to Broughton Mundoora 7-9-51.
O'Day comes off the bench with the arm in a sling. Reid comes off the bench with ice on a hamstring. But you know what, Freddie? They don't care. It's a 27-point margin in favour of Orroroo. What a brilliant game. Great contest between two brilliant teams in the Northern Areas Footy Association. A lot of the Broughton players have fallen to the ground. They've had 3 wins today in the 3 grades beforehand, but a 27-point margin in favour of Orroroo. Matt Dignan, Keith Slade, Justin Duffy, all the Orroroo contingent, all the supporters in front are celebrating. Big grins on their faces, and rightly so. Great contest, great win, and Freddie, absolutely brilliant day here at Crystal Brook, and a great contest for a grand final, fitting for the Northern Areas.
It certainly was, that's for sure, and 2 really good teams over the last few years have contested 2 in a row. So it's good to see the sportsmanship. You know, they play a hardballer out there, but the sportsmanship now as they all shake hands. Yes, Broughton Mundoora bitterly disappointed, and the Roos are ecstatic, but great sportsmanship, and they'll stay out in the ground. Northern Areas, what a great competition it is. And it was a great game of footy. The Roos blew it away because after half-time they kicked 8 goals 4 to 1 goal 2, and that said the whole story. But it was a pretty willing game and a pretty good game all game, wasn't it?
A great contest. Great team effort by both teams. I thought there was a lot of standout players from both teams, Freddie. I'm not sure who they're going to award the medal to, but I'd put a quiet fiver on Luke Bowman. I thought Luke Bowman was brilliant all day. He did the ruck work, he did the roving, he did the forward work, he did the defensive work. I think Luke Bowman was absolutely brilliant, Freddie, and you could go through a list of players. Love McCarthy's game, love Duffy's game down back. Some brilliant individual performances, and I think to give individual performances mentioned is probably the wrong thing to do, because as a team it was a brilliant team effort, and Broughton certainly weren't disgraced, but great team effort by the Orroroo Roos. And no doubt the trip from Crystal Brook to Orroroo, I'm not sure how many pubs are on the way, but there might be a few pub stops on the way home, I reckon, Freddie.
They might be wanting to get to one main area, I reckon. That's back to the club rooms at Orroroo. because you can't get caught out going straight home and then celebrating. No, really good winners. Like you said, it's probably does the Roos injustice to name best players, but they will, of course. And the other bloke, I just thought their runners got on top. You know, led by Bowman in the ruck, got the ball down. Delminico in that second half was fantastic. McCarthy gave something up forward. Their runners, JJ Nicholas, a veteran of the side now. Darren Hughes, all these blokes. The young blokes, the two Dignam boys, especially Ollie. Little Tommy Moten deserves a mention on the wing too. He's a diminutive. Is that how you say it? Yeah, that'll lose. He's a small fella.
Can you spell it?
Yeah, no, not at all. Starts with D and ends in E. That's all I know. But fantastic effort by the Roos. And,
and
deserved winners.
You mentioned it earlier, Freddie. Matty Dignam umpired the juniors and coaching the A-grade to win. Great community man, great club man. We might take a listen to the president of the association, Justin Duffy.
Jeff Newhart award for the two umpires in the grand final. So I'd ask Flash McKay and Hooters Hennis to come forward and get their medals back. Well done, boys. Good job.
A long time serving umpiring. He's a great player too in the old days.
Absolutely.
And long serving player, but yeah, terrific.
John Noonan here with me now. I'll just present the John Noonan Memorial Trophy for the best player in the grand final, and that goes number 16, Luke Bowman.
Well done, Ian. You've got it well, but he did. He was a standout, no doubt about that. And as I said, his runners really benefited from him. But having said that, Big Grimes played all right as well.
Absolutely. I think Bowman actually popped his shoulder out during the second term as well, Freddie. So he came off for a little while, popped it back in, and away he went. I thought it was an outstanding game. And once again, you get best players, but I reckon he'll be thanking a lot of his teammates, because a lot of his teammates around it was absolutely sensational, Freddie.
And isn't it wonderful to see Mrs. Noonan out there presenting the award? Fantastic.
Absolutely brilliant.
Right, thank you. I'll just get the team manager of Orroroo up now to present the players.
Justin Duffy's calling on the team manager.
He's a bit upset, so I'll get the coach up.
I was just going to say, the team manager's he's boycotting the situation. He's handed over the coach to read it out.
Jed Dignan.
Matty calling out his son first. Obviously, numerical order number 2.
And of course, Aidan Lee a bit disappointed because was unable to play in the premiership.
Damien Ellery.
Damien Ellery, did. Yeah, doesn't do much wrong, does he?
Number 4, Darren Hughes.
Darren was at his running best today. Yep, he'd have to be in a vet. He's not very old, but he's a veteran now of the footy club.
Ben Reed.
He's got a limp. He's got a limp because of a hamstring on the left.
Couple of goals in the last quarter.
Darcy Shute.
Liked his game down back as well, Freddie.
He did, and as I said, he was a B grader last year, but he decided that he wanted to play footy and wanted to play A-grade footy.
Number 7, Andrew Cafford.
Did the work and did it well. Here's the backup ruckman to Luke Bowman. Played 3 or 4 games for the year and gets a premiership medallion.
Number 10, Liam O'Day.
Dedication. O'Day's a very big name around, but he travels from Port Lincoln every week.
I'll tell you what, that contest that popped his shoulder
Number
out was
11,
absolutely brilliant in front of us here, Freddie, earlier on in the last quarter.
Another veteran, John O'Biley, well deserving.
All of these players, they've had
Number
highlights throughout the
14,
game.
Nick Hoff.
And there's another one.
What a season.
Brilliant player, brilliant forward.
Number 15, Declan Duffy.
As mentioned, liked his game. I wonder what his old man will do as he walks past. Will he say, well done, son?
Number 16,
No doubt about it.
Bowman.
Luke Bowman getting his medal, also adjudged best player on the ground, and rightfully so. Brilliant game by Luke Bowman.
Number 17, Henry Slade.
Chip off the old block, isn't he?
I tell you
Henry
what,
Slade.
the future of Orroroo looks pretty good with these young players, as Broughton's do as well.
Number
Great young
21,
players.
John Nicholas.
Speaking of young
JJ.
players.
Came through in the second half, didn't he? You know, as I said, they put on 8
Number
goal 4.
23, Will Bennett.
Didn't put a foot wrong either. That's
Yeah,
right,
he
didn't
was
put a
busy.
foot wrong. He's
Number 25, Billy Tapscott.
a big bustling Billy down back.
Number 26, Samuel Kirshner.
Good player.
Yep.
Another good Orroroo peak in the
Number
game.
27, Patrick McCarthy.
Black Rock we better mention as well.
Yes.
Paddy McCarthy, as we said, of course. Friends of Tommy Moten and made the
Number
travel up.
28, Matt Delmenico.
Loved his game.
Great player. Played really well.
I reckon the judgment of best on ground, I reckon Domenico would have been pretty high.
Number
for the best players, I would
33,
have thought.
Oliver Dignan.
Well done, young Ollie. Make sure he does his hair before he goes up to get the presentation. Did you notice that, Freddie? Did you
Number
do some dirty hair before
41,
you got a
Vice
presentation?
Captain Tom Moten.
I didn't have much hair and I didn't have many presentations. What about this bloke? What a fantastic game on the wing from little Tommy Moten.
Number 18 and captain Tom Reed.
Good game. Good game by Tommy Reed.
See his father in front of us. He'd be pretty proud. Big Jimmy.
As you mentioned, Broughton winning the game last year by 30 points from memory. 27 points the margin today. Well done to the Orroroo. As the official side of things continues
The
on.
coach of the 2021 Premiers, Matt Dignan.
Well done to Matty Dignan. Great community man. Great football brain.
I'll present the Shield and the Cup, Premiership Cup, to the Orroroo Football Club.
It's been hanging in their club rooms a few times over the years and going back there again.
Absolutely. Justin Duffy, the president of the association,
All right, I'll pass over to Diggo.
had a fair bit to do with Orroroo over the years as well, as the
firstly-
family has, as you know, Freddie.
Thanks very much to Broughton, Mundoora Football Club. An outstanding effort to have four teams playing again today. And we've been chasing you for a couple of years, so it has made us a better team, only because you guys have been so good over the last couple. To our boys, there's not much more we can say. It's been a great effort today. We never gave up. Second quarter wasn't great. Third quarter, got ourselves back in and finished strong. So congratulations. I'm sure Tommy won't mind, but there's one bloke that probably needs to be up here to help us lift this shield up. Our co-captain and runner-up in the best and fairest, Aidan Lee. Come up, buddy.
Nice touch. Aidan Lee led in the male medal until the last few rounds when he'd done his knee. Great player for Orroroo, great player for the association and the zone. Very good player, Aidan Lee, and nice touch that he gets a medal to share with his teammates.
Yeah, I'd just like to congratulate Paul Broughton again on another really good season. Big thanks to the NAFA, Justin, and thanks to all the people behind the scenes, the trainers, umpires, everything like that. And cheers, Bruce. Let's celebrate this one, I reckon.
I think there's any doubt about that. They'll celebrate it, Freddie.
Tommy Reed lives in Wilmington, you know. He lives in God
I didn't know
Country.
that.
Yeah, there you go. I don't think he'll be in Wilmington for a few days, though. Still got enough energy to jump up 2 foot too, haven't they? Great work. And credit to Broughton Mundoora too, as we said, you know, they're vanquished and it's not a great feeling, but they've had a terrific few seasons, haven't they? And don't worry, they'll be back again.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Very good side, very professional side, and mentioned during the speeches that they had 4
Right.
teams out of 4 in the grand
That
final.
concludes our day. A special thank you again to the Christopher Football Club for putting on the day. It's been a huge success, so thanks to them. Congratulations to all the premiers and all the trophy winners on the day. And I'll leave you with that.
Well done to Justin Duffy, the president of the association. Well done to the Orroroo Football Club. Well done to Broughton Mundoora. Once again, as mentioned, all 4 grades in the footy made the grand finals. They won 3. Unfortunately for them, they lost the big one in the A grade by 27 points here at the Crystal Brook Oval. A big thank you to everyone that's been listening in, and hopefully you've enjoyed the coverage. The commentary. To Freddie, thank you very much, mate, once again. Fantastic work. And, your knowledge of the northern areas, the knowledge of both the teams, and everything has been very much appreciated. Just before heading off to the Northeastern Grand Final, but the West Coast Hawks have just won the flag easily over Western United in the Western Air Football League. 14 goals, 15. The score was there for the West Coast Hawks over Western United, 3 goals, 3, with Cody Colbung kicking 5 goals for the Hawks.
grand final, an upset. Ports have come from 4th position. Grand final score, Ports win 9-9 to the Kimber Tigers, 8-7. So an 8-point margin there in favour there. The CMS Crows, 10-20, have defeated the Eagles in the York Peninsula preliminary final, 3-8. So a big win there to the Crows. I can tell you at half-time, RSMU were beating the Southern Saints by 10 points in the North-Eastern preliminary final. So we might get an update on that one as soon as we can before we leave. But Freddie, once again, your knowledge of the game, the commentary is always a lot of fun. Your mateship's very important to me, and the coverage has been very good, and it's mainly because of you, mate. Thank you very much.
Good on you, Chook, and I think you should be congratulated what you've done throughout the year. Gone around to plenty of other leagues, and you be commended. Your passion for the game of footy, I remember from 30 years ago, it's always high, and very much appreciate you including me in a little bit of this, and fantastic. And to Paul and Lewis Oborn here, fantastic. They did a great job, as always. Met them last year, they did a great job. They did a great job again, and we look forward to joining with them next week at Yadunda.
Absolutely. Yadunda for the North Eastern Grand Final, and it's a very good segue, Freddie, because you know what, I've just got an update. RSMU have defeated the red-hot favourites, Southern Saints. Southern Saints celebrating their 100 years. Grand final at Yadunda, their home ground. And they have gone on to win the game by 10 points, RSMU. And that's a huge upset. That is a big upset in North-Eastern footy. Freddie Freeman, great to have you here. To Paul Oborn, to Lewis as well, thank you very much for the coverage. Hopefully Northern Areas have enjoyed the coverage. Congratulations to Orroroo. Orroroo, premiers for 2021, 12-6-78, have defeated Brook Mundoora, 7-9-51, a 27-point margin in favour of the Orroroo Roos. Here at the Crystal Brook Oval, well done to everyone involved, well done to Northern Areas Football and Netball Associations. It's been a great year. It's been a testing year because of COVID. And the season's now done. Get out the cricket gear, get out the tennis rackets, and away we go. Thanks very much for tuning in. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. We'll catch up with you soon. Bye for now.